Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Wristwatch Wednesday. Here's a pretty cool one. Here's a Pulsar chronograph watch. It's got a 100-meter water resistance, so pretty cool little watch. I wanted to go over some things about it, specs obviously and all that, but you know, it's got its cool blackish gray, I'll call that a dark gray dial, these stick indicators for the hours, and it has that illuminating paint on the hands. The hands are look to me to be white. I mean, you guys may argue with that. And then the red hands on the chronograph in the second hand. It's got the normal pushers, top and bottom here. I did want to run across one thing that's a little bit different about some of these other chronos out there. And it's how you reset the minute hands on this one. This one took me a minute to figure out, so I'm going to see if I can do that again. So basically it has a half second, 1 second, half second timer up here. The second timer's down here, this dial at the bottom, and then a minute timer right here. So you can start, and your half second timer goes there. You're ticking down here in your seconds, and then you can stop and then clear with your bottom pusher, just like a normal, I'll call it normal chronograph. Now, if you want to, now I guess what also is different, the second hand is the second hand in this. Now, pull that out 2 clicks all the way out, and you want to reset this minute marker. So see, I'm at like about 45, 46 minutes there. I want that back to the 60-minute zero mark. So to do that, I have to hold in this bottom pusher, I believe, and it's going to cause this one to spin into a minute, but yet it's going to keep moving my minute hand up there. So I'm going to have to spin it until I get close, let go, and then go individually to get that back to that 60-minute mark. You can see it's barely moving up there on this dial, but my bottom one is still spinning pretty good with each click. So I'm getting close. This is where you gotta be a little bit patient. There we go. Now, as soon as I get back up to 60 seconds zero on this middle bottom dial, I'll be set all back to zero. There we go. Now I push my crown back in. My hands are set at zero on every dial for the chronograph. So just a quick tip on that one. This watch is pretty cool. I'll probably end up selling this. It does have some wear on the bezel, and I believe it does spin. Yeah, it is a rotating bezel. Nice little watch. I'll probably just list it and get it moving. I've got plenty of chronos in my collection. It does need some cleanup down here. I'm going to have to do that off camera. It does have the screw down back. Let me get you details on what the movement is on this one, because I'll be honest with you, it's been a while and I don't remember. It looks like it's a V657 movement, for those of you that care. Let's get some specs on this case size. It does have this recessed crown, so you know your crown's not going to get busted off. The pushers are still out there and exposed, but let's see if we can get just a case size without any markings. We're almost 40, so that's a pretty decent sized watch. Let's get a lug to lug. Lug to lug is going to be about the same. Let's get a thickness on this one. It's a little bit thicker than some other watches. It's about a 12. So nice watch, beautiful watch. What do you guys think? Do you have one of these? What do you like about them? What don't you like about them? Leave a comment, let me know. This does have a small crystal issue. Looks like it's been bumped and chipped right there. So, you know, it's not going to fetch a lot of money because of that. But I can get it up there and get it out there, and hopefully somebody will find this as a good home once we get it cleaned and polished a little bit. But hey guys, we're going to end this with some close-ups, some shots on the wrist, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment, let me know, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you next time.